Gurmagat Cahirlock, and I would like to extend my sympathies to the family of Jennifer Poole, and it is a terrible reminder to all of us of the increase in domestic violence during the pandemic, and I would urge anybody living in fear or threat to contact the Gardaí immediately. As we commence this new term in the Seanad leader, I want to turn to another casualty of COVID, the housing crisis, which hasn't gone away and has been compounded by the COVID pandemic. And estimates are that the shutdown of construction would cost somewhere in the region of 700 to 800 homes a year, and that could be, as much as 10,000 by the end of the year, and could extend the housing crisis for another 3 years. So everybody in this House, everybody in both Houses, must use this term to do all that we can to address the housing crisis, the crisis of affordability and supply. And I urge every member of this House to engage on the two game-changing pieces of legislation which will be brought forward in terms of the Affordable Housing Bill and the Land Development Agency Bill. The Land Development Agency Bill will actually use public lands to deliver social and affordable homes, to work with local authorities, AHBs and NGOs to deliver social and affordable homes. And the Affordable Housing Bill has the potential to double the amount of social and affordable homes being delivered on private developments, and also to give local authorities the power to actually deliver affordable homes, both to purchase and rent. And I urge every member of this House to engage and to support those bills. But we must go further as well, Leader. I think we need to ensure that every local authority in the country will actually complete urgently a housing needs assessment, will set targets for the next 3, 5 and 10 years to deliver affordable homes, both to purchase and rent, and that the Department of Public Expenditure and the Department of Housing will accelerate the approval process and bring it down to 6 months for every application they receive from local authorities for social and affordable homes. And finally, and I'll finish on this, Cahirlock, you're being very patient, but it is really important. The Minister for Finance must bring forward a tax on the vacant properties that you and I know, Leader, are sitting in Dublin. When we have a housing crisis, it is completely unacceptable that there are vacant residential properties. And I would urge the Minister for Housing to bring forward, to use some of the funds that won't be used in the Service Side Fund, to give a grant to convert vacant properties in rural towns and in urban centres to residential use. And finally, then, I would ask that the Minister for Housing will bring forward updated guidelines on the rural housing guidelines. Those guidelines haven't been updated, Leader, since Fianna Fáil was last in power, and I think now that we have a Fianna Fáil Minister in Housing, it would be absolutely appropriate that the rural housing guidelines would be updated. Gurmagat Cahirlock.